Hi everyone, welcome back to 125 Scale Model Drive. Thank you for stopping by. My name's Arden, and today, like the last few videos I've put out there, gonna go ahead and show some of my current builds or builds that I just haven't shown on camera yet. And yeah, I guess with that being said, let's jump right to it. Right here, first and foremost, we got a kit that I really enjoyed doing, and it's a Shelby Cobra. Most people notice that. I didn't use the standard iconic blue that they generally are. I went with the Viking blue for it. Sorry guys, don't try not to get too worked up with the shaky camera here for a second. I'm gonna pull it off here just to be able to show some of the details here. Let's see if I can get everything to focus. It's got the 427 in it. Beautiful, beautiful car. I loved how this thing turned out. Really enjoyed this model kit too. I mean, it was so much fun to build and put together. Let's see if I can get a little bit more details here on the camera. But love that style shifter that's in these cars. I really enjoyed this whole car. From start to finish, it was so much fun, and Revell did a great job with the kit. Let me get it back on this mount here before I make someone sick. But yes, very fun kit to build, and anyone thinking about doing it, I highly recommend. It's one of those kits where you can damn near just shake the box and it comes out complete. But the paint, this Viking blue, as I said, it come out great. Really enjoyed it. Actually, I'll show the airbrush. It seems like everyone and their brother has one of these airbrushes now, but it's the Mobius 0.3 size. Very nice airbrush. For anyone who's thinking about getting one, I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's because of all the different pinholes, or not pinholes, but airflow channels in it, but I mean, I'm literally going through a portion of the amount of paint that I used to with this guy, and it comes out very smooth, very even, and a good overall airbrush. But as I said to start the video off, got a few more kits to show, so I'm gonna put this guy back on the shelf and on to the next one. Alright, before I show this next kit, let me give a little bit of context here. This kit, it was, I'm sure like everyone, I have projects that, they stall, and more often than not, I don't always get back to them, and I'm sure a lot of people have a similar problem, I guess, for lack of a better term, but this is one that I was able to get back to, and I really enjoyed this kit just because it's one of those vehicles that I've always personally wanted, never found one that was affordable. But it's definitely a vehicle that I would love to have, especially in a setup similar to how I did this kit. So without further ado, it's 1984 GMC 1500. Show the front off here. And again, it's one of these vehicles that, yeah, I love the way these square bodies look. I mean, personally speaking, it's one of my my favorite style trucks. I went ahead and I put a few extra little pieces of styrene under the suspension just to give it a little bit more clearance and height. Did it on the suspension so it was similar to like a suspension lift opposed to a body lift. Just always thought that those looked a little bit better. Unfortunately, when I went to pick it up, the mount here on the bed kind of threw everything off. So when I'm done with this video, I'm actually going to pull the bed off and try to reposition it, get everything straightened up again. But I went through and stripped all the chrome and then redid it. Something else that I did that I wish I had changed as I was doing it is after I cleared this whole blue. The blue is it's actually a Pontiac blue. I believe it's Warwick blue, or something of that nature. It's actually supposed to be for the 69 GTO Judge is why I purchased the blue. But like everyone, you know, I test my colors either on spoons, or I have a little booklet now that has 3 different primer colors, and you know, it's just a way to keep like a catalog, so to speak, of colors you test out. And upon looking at it and everything, it just screamed, you know, Chevy Silverado or Sierra or 1500 so much to me that I couldn't imagine doing this kit in anything else. So that's how this color came to be. But the thing I wish I had done differently is after I cleared it all, I then went through and taped it for this white to make it a 2-tone truck. And I never cleared over this white here, and I really wish I would have. You know, I like the way it turned out, but I just wish that white wasn't flat the way it is. I wish it would have had a little more shine to it. Still really love how the truck turned out, but it could have been better in my eyes. Spin this guy around. And then another thing that I didn't do is the tailgate, as you see there. And, you know, looking at it right now, something tells me after this video I'm actually going to end up doing it, just because looking at it now, it's driving me crazy. But let me see if I can spin this guy, show you guys the underneath. I mean, it come out great, and I really enjoyed doing this kit. And it's another one, anyone who's thinking about doing this kit or has seen it and wants to, yeah, that bed's got to come off. I just noticed I didn't paint it black under there either. You know, I highly recommend, but really that goes with any build I complete. You know, I recommend them all, just because if it's not completed, I mean, that's about the only case I wouldn't recommend it. But with that being said, let's get to the next one, and the next one's a little more of a current vehicle, and excited to show that one as well. And here we go. This one here is a Ferrari F12, and from my understanding on these kits, they kind of issue, it's Fujimi, by the way, but from my understanding, they kind of issue it 2 different ways. One with a whole bunch of photo etch metal pieces, and one without. And this one had I guess all the options, if you will, which at that time I had never completed a kit with that many pieces of photo etch. I mean, from the logos, or yeah, the logos here, you know, numerous interior pieces. Heck, even this front grille here, it's 7 different pieces plus the Ferrari emblem up there. Let's see if I can get it. Just numerous pieces of photo etch. Let me see if I can pop this hood for you guys. It's gonna be a challenge. I'll get to that in 1 second. But yeah, even the gauges for the speedometer and everything, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get in there. But even those are photo etched. They're not just simple decals in there. Yeah, it's not. And now, generally, these doors would be functional. I had a really hard time with getting them to mount correctly and still open, so I ended up just gluing them shut. Something I go back and forth on whether I should have done, but I just, I'm sure there's modelers out there better than I that could have made it happen. I unfortunately wasn't able to, but still extremely happy with how she turned out. I do wish, because the doors are closed, I wish I had left at least one open just to really be able to share this with you guys. But it did turn out good, and I love the color. I love the color combination with the red interior there. I think it looks snazzy, if you will. And again, as always, extremely happy with how it turned out. Let me see if I can pop this up for you guys. Oop, maybe not. Let me see if I can. Showing here at all. Not too well. Now, the one thing I will say about the Fujimi kits that I have done up until this point, and maybe someone in the comments can help me out, confirm or maybe explain why. The decals, for whatever reason, they always seem to they're fragile, I guess, to say the least. I mean, extremely fragile. It seemed like soon as I got it off the backing paper, if I didn't have it set and in position right away, or if I rolled over it too much with the Q-tip, even just something as simple as going over it 3, 4, 5 times like that, it seemed like real quickly it would smudge or it would tear. I mean, they were very delicate decals, especially with this one in particular. Now, there wasn't many spots that decals were required, but in the few spots that they were, just had one heck of a time. And decals, they're not typically my strong points on the model building, but I mean, they were quite a bit harder than what they generally are for me. That being said, I lucked out. The car still turned out fairly nice. I love this black paint job, this metallic black paint job that I chose for it. I think it looks very, very good. Didn't have any real issues with the kit other than the decals. So if anyone is doing this one, I would just recommend be conscious of the decals and how fragile they can be. And now maybe it was just this one for me, but I would recommend just keeping an eye on that. If anyone else has done this kit and didn't have that same experience, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate any knowledge on any of the kits I did. That being said, I have a few more cars that I want to show in the next video, but that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I shared today, and thank you guys for stopping by and allowing me to share my some of my more recent builds with you. And I guess I hope to see everyone on the next one. Thank you guys very much, and have a great day.